For his anger is but for a moment. His favor is for a lifetime. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. There's a kind of quiet honesty in that verse that doesn't try to rush you past pain. It doesn't deny the night. It just places a boundary around it. It says, yes, there will be weeping. Yes, there will be a season where things feel heavy, where answers don't come fast, where you're just carrying it from one hour into the next. But it also says something else with equal confidence. That night doesn't get the final word. When David wrote this, he wasn't speaking from a distance. This isn't theory. It's the kind of line you write when you've lived through something that broke your rhythm. You can almost picture it like someone sitting up after a long stretch of silence, finally breathing again, realizing, I didn't stay stuck there. And that matters, because most people don't struggle with the ideal that life has good seasons. That part is easy. The struggle is when you're inside the other part, when it feels like the night has overstayed its welcome. That's when time gets strange. Minutes feel longer, thoughts loop. Even simple things feel heavier than they should. It's a bit like riding a bike through fog early in the morning. You can still move forward, but your visibility is limited. You're not always sure how far the road goes ahead. You're just following what you can see in front of you, one pedal stroke at a time. And in that kind of moment, you don't actually need the whole map laid out. You just need enough light for the next few feet. And that's often how faith works in practice. Not as full clarity, but as enough direction to keep going. Psalm 30 verse 5 doesn't promise the absence of night. It reframes it. It says the night has a lifespan. It has limits. It is real, but it's not permanent. That's a difficult thing to hold on to when you're in it, because pain has a way of convincing you that it is now the default state of things. But the verse pushes back on that assumption. It introduces the ideal that what you're feeling is seasonal, not foundational. Then there's that contrast. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. It doesn't say joy replaces weeping in a way that erases what happened. It says that joy arrives after it. There's a sequence to it. Night first, morning after. That order matters because it acknowledges that grief and hardship are not imaginary. They are part of the path, but they are not the destination. And morning, in biblical language, isn't just a clock time. It's the moment when things become visible again. When you can finally see what's already there but hidden. Sometimes the shift isn't that your circumstances change overnight, but that your perspective clears just enough to realize you're still standing, being carried, still not where you thought you'd be permanently stuck. A lot of people try to solve suffering by rushing it, by forcing themselves to get over it quickly. But this verse doesn't rush you. It simply anchors you. It gives you something steady to hold on to when your internal world feels unsteady. It says, in effect, don't confuse the night for forever. So, when you apply this, it's not about pretending everything is fine. It's about learning how to endure without concluding too early. If you're in a difficult season right now, the application isn't to deny the weeping. It's to recognize its boundaries. You can be honest about what hurts and still refuse to believe it defines your entire future. And if you're not in that season, then this verse still has something to teach. It reminds you not to become careless with the ideal of other people's nights, because you forget quickly when you're in the morning. It also teaches gratitude in a quieter sense. Not loud celebration, but simple awareness that light is not guaranteed. It's received. So the practice becomes pretty simple in day-to-day life. You keep moving, even if slowly. You don't assign permanence to temporary darkness. You don't let a hard night rewrite the meaning of your whole story. You stay steady, like keeping balance on a bike even when the road isn't perfectly smooth, trusting that forward motion still counts, even when it's not fast. And over time, what this verse does is reshape how you interpret seasons. You stop calling every night endless. You stop treating every difficulty as final. And you start recognizing a pattern that's been true longer than your present moment. Weeping has its place, but it doesn't get to stay indefinitely. Morning is already on its way, even when you can't see it yet. Amen. I hope everyone had a restful and rejuvenating Shabbat, and I hope to see you here tomorrow to start off our work week. And until then, Abba willing, Shalom, Shalom.